I think it's time to ceramic coat some wheels.
Hi, I'm Ivan.
I'm Nick.
This is DIY Detail. Today, we're going to be showing you how to ceramic coat wheels. These are brand new. They've never been on a vehicle. They have tires on them, and we'll explain to you why we put the tires on before coating the wheels. But first, let's get the wheel up on the bench.
Let's do that, but first I want to say, you may think, I'm never going to have wheels off of a car. I'm only going to be cleaning or ceramic coating a vehicle on a car. First of all, if you're a professional detailer, I did have someone bring me just their nice wheels once. Yeah. Before they had tires, before they were on the vehicle, they brought them to me the ceramic coat. So it might happen to you if you're a detailer. And this is just a really good visual for what you do on a car, essentially. I mean, there's some stuff we're gonna do inside the barrel that you wouldn't do unless you took the wheels off, but the principles are gonna apply whether it's on a car or on a table. Yeah.
And when you're getting new wheels, you definitely want to coat them. It's going to be making them so much easier to clean afterwards. Now let's get the wheel up here. These aren't exactly light, so teamwork helps.
Now, Ivan, these are some fancy wheels, and I'm guessing the metal ceramic coating for these bad boys.
No, not metal ceramic, Nick. This is not what we're using on these. Metal ceramic is for metal wheels. Now these are metal, but they have a powder coated finish on them. Because that powder coated finish, we don't want to use the metal ceramic. We want to use a normal ceramic for paint. We've chosen Lite for these, and we'll be using C6 Lite because we want the best hydrophobics possible. And that's what we've got right here.
The hydrophobics from C6 Lite, it's no joke. It's on my vehicle. I see it every time I wash it. The beads are insane. I do want to kind of go back to that point though. Can you ceramic coat powder coated wheels?
Yes, so powder coating is a plastic. Powder coating is just a way of painting. The end result is roughly the same. It's a plastic. Whether we're working on clear coat, PPF, trim, etc., it's all plastic, and this is a plastic. Now, these are a gold wheel. They're gonna be going on our Jeep. There's a few things we need to do to prep first of all. And one of the things is actually put the tire on the wheel. And a lot of people ask, well, why did you put the tire on first? I could have coated the wheel without having that in place. Because after that, they're gonna get handled, put on the tire machine, all sorts of things that can cause a problem. And if you have gloss wheels, you definitely want to do the coating afterwards because you may have to polish somewhere. The other thing is the balancing weights. Now, the balancing weights are stuck on to the wheel. With the balancing weights being stuck on, if we have that Lite coating, it's gonna make them maybe not stick. And in the future, you're saying, well, what if I have to change tires, get new tires, rebalance? You tell the technician that the wheels are coated, they will act accordingly. They're gonna use a little scuff pad where they need to put the weights.
Now, would you ever polish powder coated wheels?
Yes, if they're a polished finish. This is a matte finish, we're not gonna be polishing these. So the only prep we need to do on brand new wheels is paint prep.
So you would not coat these without the tires on?
I could, but I prefer to have the tires on.
Gotcha, and then this is the balancing?
Yeah, those are the weights.
And those don't get on there until someone puts the tire on?
Right.
Okay, gotcha. Now, I'm pretty sure I ceramic coated the whole thing before when I did mine. Anyway, all right, continue on.
So new wheel, you'll notice this red dot here. And the reason for the red dot is when the manufacturer is making the wheel, they find a heavy spot. It's usually across on the valve stem, and you just need to take this little thing off. And new tires also have a marking on them just for that. So the tire shop lined both up, which is great. Unfortunately, we'll have to take that paint marker off, but that's for another story. Now, what do we need to do to prep this surface? First of all, I need to get this adhesive off. I'm gonna use our tree sap remover for the adhesive. Because it's
smart.
Yeah, tree sap remover is great at removing adhesive. We're gonna use a utility towel for that. And I'm not gonna spray it all over the wheel. I'm just gonna spray a little bit on the corner of the towel. That's all I need.
Ivan, tree sap remover is one of those products that you may think, I'm not gonna order this till I have an issue with tree sap. At that point, it's too late. You want the tree sap remover in your garage so that if it's tree sap, if it's adhesive, if there's just a time you want something with heavy solvents, it can be kind of like the Swiss Army knife for you didn't know you needed.
Right, and in this case, I'm just going around the outside of the rim here with it because when they put tires on, they use a lubricant. And I'm wanting to get that lubricant off the wheel. and the tree sap remover is great at doing that.
Yeah, I see something down here like an adhesive, or is that the lubricant?
Yeah, that's a lubricant. And then I'm gonna do the same on the inside of the wheel. So find my damp spot again, there we go. And you can see all the lubricant here. And actually this wheel didn't get scratched when they put it on, but it's got a little scuff on the back here. But that's par for the game. Then from there, if these were gloss wheels, you may want to polish them. Again, they're not gloss wheels. And you'll notice we don't have one of those fancy tire coating racks. They're fun, especially if you're doing them on a regular basis. We just have a table and a couple bricks. And that's all we really need.
The DIY way.
You can have some sticks, you can have some bricks, everything works. Next, we need to do paint prep. In panel prep, we always use a 2-towel method. 1 towel to put it on, 1 towel to level it off. Now these, as I said, are brand new wheels, and we don't want to be spraying on the wheel. These are cool, they've never seen brake dust or anything, but still we don't want to spray on the wheel. We want to spray on the towel, and yes, I'm putting a fair amount on just to make sure. And then I've got my second towel here, and you can either start at midnight, start at the valve stem, whichever way you want to go. I'm going to start at midnight and work my way around. I'm just going to do 1/4 of the wheel.
And I'm hitting the barrel while you're working, Ivan.
Yeah, exactly. So now I've done the rim. Now I can do the spokes. You have to be methodical at this. You want to make sure we're getting it absolutely everywhere.
Ivan, as I hide behind the wheel here,
Yeah.
there's a question worth asking here. Why would you even want to ceramic coat your wheels?
Excellent question, and hopefully an excellent answer. You want to ceramic coat wheels to make them easier to maintain, easier to clean. And that's the real goal behind ceramic coating a wheel, is just making the experience of owning these wheels so much better.
The amount of joy you're gonna have from watching the water beat up and having these be just almost a rinseless wash dampened towel away from being clean at all times.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to describe. Very few people get to have their wheels off and ceramic coated before they drive the vehicle or drive them.
Yep.
But those who do it for a reason, right?
Oh, definitely. And once you've had ceramic coated wheels, you won't want to go back.
QuickBeads does a great job just for the everyday person who wants an easy, quick way to get that water beading and that ease of clean. But man, ceramic coating them takes it to a new level.
It sure does. And again, it'll make these so much easier to clean. Now, speaking of easy to clean, these wheels are actually, the face of them will be super easy to clean, but behind the barrels, those are not going to be easy to clean because these are made specifically for Jeeps. That is the new Koenig line for off-road wheels. And they have this heavy ridge here. That heavy ridge, you can't really get a brush in there quite easily. So that's something to keep in mind. So these wheels, once a year, maybe I'll take them off the Jeep and give them a deep clean on the backside. We panel prepped, we're ready to apply the coating. Again, this is a matte finish wheel, so applying the coating can be a little different, a little more challenging. In the shop today, we have very, very high humidity.
Question for you, is there any amount of time that someone should wait after panel prep to use the ceramic coating?
Roughly about a minute or two. That's all you need. You don't need to wait an hour or 2 hours or anything like that because the wheel is dry. The panel prep has propanol in it, which is a form of alcohol. It evaporates rather quickly. So we're not worried about it leaving anything on the surface. It's designed to take things off the surface. It doesn't leave anything behind. Nick, are you applying or leveling?
I like to level, Ivan. Why don't you go ahead and apply?
Leveling it is.
Okay.
We have a leveling towel, an insurance towel, and wheels are something that they actually take a bit of time to do. It's not going to take us an hour to do this, but it's not as quick as doing a side of a car because of all the intricate little things. And today is quite humid in the shop, as you can tell by the sweat on my brow. It's not because I'm working hard. So
I think wheels are also worth doing right.
Yeah.
You're basically gonna have one shot at this. You're not gonna be going after high spots later. In fact, I'm less worried about high spots on wheels. I like to lay it on thick and make sure it's working for me. But I know we don't want it.
Yeah.
I saw your wince, you know. I was like, don't say the wrong thing, Nick.
Yeah.
It's just, that's the way I'm like, if there's a high spot on the wheel, it is what it is.
On a satin wheel, you're gonna see a high spot even worse.
Yeah, no, I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
And to start, I'm actually gonna start on the back of the wheel because I want to have the coating spread over my applicator. So just like we do on a car, we start on a larger panel to get the applicator primed. I'm gonna do the same thing by going to the back of the wheel first. Nick, starting on the back of the wheel, because I've got my 8 to 10 drops on my applicator, I just wanna spread it on the applicator. The bigger surface we have to spread it, the better it is. So I've got half the wheel done, and I'll let you come by and level that half.
Are we leveling immediately, or are we gonna give it a minute or so to,
We'll give it a couple seconds, but it's very humid in the shop, so the sooner we do it, the better.
Okay.
So you're good to go. And be careful not to touch the tire with your towels. You should be able to feel a difference where the coating stops.
Yep, absolutely.
We can actually hear it in the towel.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
That's cool. Yep, I feel it for sure. That's my leveling towel.
Yeah.
I just, don't ceramic coat the barrels of wheels. So I was just kind of feeling for that tactile. Oh yeah, it's way different.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Would you ever want to do 2 layers of wheel coating?
Not really. And that begs the question, why don't we have a wheel coating? There's a couple reasons we don't have a wheel coating. First of all, it's not necessary. The coating, like we mentioned before, or the wheel is powder coated in this case. A lot of them are clear coated. That powder coating means that we have plastic on the wheel. And a lot of people cite the temperature of a wheel. It gets hot. Tires start melting at 365 degrees Fahrenheit. Coatings are good 1200 or more degrees. So if the heat is affecting your coating, there's a good chance you don't have a tire left, never mind the coating.
Why would I want my wheel to be easier to clean, Ivan?
Makes your car look better. We all know a clean car runs better.
No, I know. It's just like, once you get like caked on brake dust and all these things in here in the barrel, it's such a pain as a former mobile detailer. I remember just doing hammered wheels in people's driveways in inclement weather and trying to like rescue years of, I don't know,
Abuse.
and neglect. And it's like, if they could have had their wheels ceramic coated to begin with,
Yeah.
it would have been just a joy to clean them.
So there you go, Nick, from noon to 6.
Okay. So again, you're talking about humidity here, but the rule of thumb typically for our coatings is, wait till they're 50% flashing on the paint. Like why? I know humidity is a factor, but this
Right.
seems to be very quick for leveling.
Right. We can't see it, first of all, because of the satin finish.
Yep, that's what I'm struggling with.
Secondly, as soon as the coating touches the surface, it's already on. So yes, normally we want to wait a little bit. It has nothing to do with removing coating. It's all about getting our towels too damp. With the satin finish, you don't really feel when it's grippy or not. We can't see it, so we want to err on the side of caution.
Because high spots are not going to be polishable away.
No, we can't polish on a satin or
Right.
matte surface.
Okay. So this is the satin matte PPF ethos or rule, is like level more quickly to err on the side of, I
Yeah.
don't want to have to worry about a high spot because I can't polish the surface. Is that what's going on? Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
So now the back side is all done.
Ivan, you said not to let this touch the wheel.
We have more on the table.
I'm just saying it happened. It'll happen to you in real life, and
Yeah. Have extra towels.
all right, I'll swap out to a clean towel. Man, these detail carts are great. I got fresh towels on the bottom. Life is good.
Now again, we're gonna start at noon, go clockwise, or midnight, whichever you prefer. We don't discriminate on time. And I'm just gonna do a quarter of the wheel at a time.
What happens if someone doesn't use panel prep before the ceramic coating?
You're going to shorten the life of your ceramic coating. So these 3 holes have been done and the surface.
Boy, I can see it on the.
Yeah, so we might want to wait
side.
a couple seconds.
It felt like it really soaked it in on the other side.
Well, this is actually a little glossier than the backside. Yeah, and now we can see it drying up there, so go ahead.
Any issue with laying it on thick? I know that can, lead to phantom high spots sometimes if we really lay it on too thick. I mean, I'm just trying to get in your head, as it relates to wheel coating versus paint coating.
Right, we don't want to lay it on thick. Thick is never good with a coating, because what happens if you put it on too thick is, as Nick mentioned, phantom high spots, and that is solvents coming back through. Next section, 3 till 6. Let's get around that tire stem there. Valve stem.
Only a detailer can truly appreciate, and I think anyone can, but as a detailer, I just truly appreciate this process.
Yep.
Knowing that's gonna lead to easy cleaning for years to come.
Yeah.
This is the just in case towel, Ivan.
Yeah.
The insurance wipe.
That's why we call it an insurance. So now we're gonna go 6 till 9.
Having the fancy tire holder might be nice. This is jiggling around on me a little bit.
Well, that's why, while I'm wiping and while you're wiping, I'm holding onto it. That way we don't have to worry.
And once you get a feel for this, you can move a little fast. You see how Ivan's moving a little faster and I'm lollygagging. It's when you get a feel for it, you get your process down, you get into flow. I'm gonna wait for you to give me the okay to level.
Yeah.
Good?
Give it a couple seconds there, because I just put a couple drops back on, so we have a little more humidity on the pad.
Do you prefer a glossy rim face or kind of that matte look?
So I actually let Koenig choose these for us. They said, they heard about our Veloster being in an accident, and they had supplied wheels for the Veloster as well. They said, look, since you replaced it with a Jeep, we have a new line of Jeep wheels that just came out. And that's what these are. This is the HT2 design in the satin bronze. And I said, surprise me.
I like it.
Yeah, so he knows the color of our Jeep. So Richard sent these along and they look great. I can't wait to see them on the Jeep, actually.
Because this will go, what color is your Jeep? Maroon, kind of a?
Yeah, they call it snazberry.
Okay, so that with this sort of satin gold, that's gonna be a royal look.
Yeah.
So 3 to 6, and we just did 6 to 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to do that spoke. Yeah. Final section.
I'm giving it the multiple look here just to make sure, multiple angles.
Yeah. And finally, get the center done here.
Give it that nice rich look, that dark black center. Flow formed, what does that mean, Ivan?
That's the way the wheels are made. So instead of a cast wheel, they're cast, but actually a little smaller than they're supposed to be. And they use what looks like a big lathe to stretch the wheel. And that actually makes it more durable, makes it more resistant. And especially, these are made for off-roading. Don't worry, I'm not gonna go off-roading with the Jeep. But
who are you telling don't worry to, your wife?
No, just, people, once they see the Jeep on the channel, they'll understand. I did another little modification to it, but you'll see that coming up. The wheel itself, it's meant for off-roading. It's a very durable wheel. That's why we have that extra lip in here. That's why they're, so robust.
What is the extra lip, what is that for?
When you're off-roading, let's say the wheels go through a bit of torture sometimes.
Okay.
And in our case, it's actually good as well, because our wheels being pulled behind the bus go through a lot of torture as well. We can't avoid a pothole when we're going down the highway because we don't know where the Jeep wheels are necessarily aimed. And in the past, when we had the Veloster and the Fiat, we actually cracked some wheels, blew some tires out, all sorts of bad things happening to our little wheels on those cars because of the very narrow rubber band on them. And With these, we've got a much wider tire, obviously, and the wheel is designed to support that sort of abuse.
Yeah, it looks so sturdy. It's just well made, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the shadow there, probably just the shadow. Whoa, feel the wheel with your glove.
Yeah, it's super smooth.
It's so sick.
Yeah. Satin finishes or matte finishes, when they're coated, really feel different.
Wow.
So, looking good. We have 3 other wheels to do. We won't bore you with that though. If you have any questions, comments, thoughts, or ideas, leave them below. And Nick, is there another video they should be watching?
Ivan, I've seen you ceramic coat wheels before, so if this was like an appetizer, consider this next video the main dish.